Hey everybody, do not adjust that's the outer limits, your television. This is a break from the normal schedule because this is the Twilight Zone. It's season 10, it's episode 31. It's still a good life, and it's something was brought to my attention when I edited and uploaded this week's episode. It's a good life. That there might be another episode that I might want to check out. That might be a continuation or a remake or a reboot or I believe Bill Movie is in this one as well. So I'm looking forward to just checking it out. You know, I won't always do this, but I thought it'd be fun to do it this week. So it's kind of weirdly out of schedule. Like for YouTube, I've just released 3.8. It's a Good Life. Patreon, it's like 4.12. I Dream of Jeannie. And now we're going to the far future. Season 10, episode 31. 20, 30, 40 years later. 40 years, shit. I don't think I've ever seen this version of the show, so I won't even know how it'll be completely new to me, this whole thing. Anyway, I'm opening the full length to everybody watching. On YouTube, we'll be able to watch the full length down below, but I'll edit it as well for YouTube. One thing, the comments on the last episode were blocked by YouTube because there was children's voices in it. YouTube hates children's voices. They're like, oh, children are in this video. No comments. So if there's children in this episode, there might be no comments too. Just be aware. I have no control over that. I try to enable them for every video, but sometimes they just get shut down. So, yeah. So, let's get into the episode. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
40 years ago, Rod Serling introduced us to a monster.
Oh, Ohio. I know this guy.
Just by using his mind. The Peaksville, Ohio.
Peaksville, yeah.
The monster knew their every thought, and when they made him angry,
they sent him to a cornfield.
He would banish them into a cornfield, from which there was no return. He was only 6 years old.
There he is.
The monster now has a child of his own.
Oh.
And though she possesses none of her father's powers, he still loves her.
You can see the whole world from up here.
Yeah, everything.
All the way to the interstate.
The whole world is just like 2 miles.
Come on.
Oh. Oh, there he is. My skills there. Anthony?
Audrey, please.
Audrey, he's got to kill everybody in town because something happened to Audrey.
It was an accident. They were just.
Was it you, kid?
You took a few spills from those branches when you were little, remember, Anthony?
Yeah, but...
Please don't hurt him, Daddy.
I'm going to turn him into something, Audrey.
Hey, buddy. It's a nice day, isn't it?
No, it's a beautiful day.
It's a real nice day.
Well, let's go, son. Mom's waiting.
Thanks for not killing my boy.
What kind of a boy pushes a little girl out of a tree?
It was an accident. I don't know. I wasn't here.
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
It had to be. Agnes, I told you this wasn't a good idea.
Told her what, George?
I told her not to bring my son here.
Why wouldn't you want your son to play with my daughter?
Because you...
You're thinking it right now, aren't you?
No.
Then why are you sweating?
Unrelated. It's a hot day.
It's hot out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not hot. I've been around people like you all my life. People who pretend to be my friend. But you don't like me, do you, George?
Oh, he's going to the cornfield. Oh, he's burning up.
Daddy, stop!
Audrey, intervene.
Send him to the cornfield, please!
Hey,
Daddy?
you're living with us now, kid.
Your mother's probably worried about you.
Oh, he still has a mother. That's something.
It's all Daddy's fault.
Yep. Are you sure you have no powers, little Audrey?
There are times I get mad at him, too.
Shh.
But I shield those thoughts.
I don't care. I hate him.
Oh, she's gone off script. She has powers. Maybe she can bring balance.
Traveling to another
What the hell is this?
You're entering the Twilight Zone.
Doesn't have the same feel.
Are we gonna tell Daddy?
Don't tell. Well, maybe he'd be proud of
When
you.
the time is right.
Can you do something about your daddy? Send him to the cornfield?
Don't worry, Grandma. Daddy can't read my thoughts.
No, it's his actual daughter.
How do you know that?
because I can read his.
Ooh.
What happens to people when you send them into the cornfield?
They live happily ever after, honey.
They get to stay there forever. Oh, it's a good place.
It's a great place.
And the people that are there are happy all the time.
Yeah.
Why do you only send them there when you're angry?
So I won't hurt them anymore.
Right.
You think you could bring his daddy back so he'll play with me
Yeah, can you bring
again?
him back from the cornfield?
You know, once I send something away, I can't bring it back.
Can you, Audrey? Do you have that power? Can you bring back the interstate?
The best I've grown in I don't know how long. I was thinking of bringing some over to Anthony.
Can you
Got
just
something to show you,
give him to her instead?
sweetheart.
What are we looking at?
Big rock
Yeah?
over there. Can you make it go away?
Come on, Audrey. You got this. Can you make your daddy go away? That's where this is going, right? She's a nice kid. She hasn't hurt anybody.
Agnes, it's what we've always dreamed about.
Finally getting rid of that monster I gave birth to.
You had your chance. The first episode.
My husband, your husband.
Amy.
If only I'd been brave enough to bash his head in years ago.
We can't even drink.
No one blames you, Agnes.
I do. Oh, bowling night. Oh, the whole town is here.
A real good shot.
Real good. I like the way they're repeating the style of the first episode.
You're such a smart boy, Anthony.
Not a boy, Mother.
Of course you're not.
I'm 46-year-old's mother. What was that you were thinking? Something about bashing my head in with a bowling ball?
I never had the heart to punish you.
Punish me?
Why would you punish
For what?
me?
And why is everybody staring over at Audrey?
Are they? They're happy.
They're just happy.
Because she's so happy.
Don't read their minds.
I guess.
Just keep it to yourself, okay?
Keep it to yourself. Why is she telling people? He's gonna hear. You keep it secret. Not till you're ready to strike. Don't patronize me, Mother.
I just told a few people.
Why did you tell people?
Are you out of your mind?
She's so stupid.
I'm tired of bowling by myself. Find somebody who's better. I want to play.
This homemade booze. Is that what they resorted to? You better not get a strike, dude. Deliberately miss. Deliberately miss.
This time, concentrate.
Oh, okay then, hit some. Hit some. Don't miss, dude.
You're not even trying.
Yes, I...
Somebody do something.
Audrey.
Everyone knows you're the best bowler in town.
Well, they could at least try and beat me. What about you, Joseph?
Of
Do you want me to be happy?
course I do, Anthony.
Hey, Daddy. Want to play a game of pinball with me?
Oh, she's a pinball pro.
Can we just go home?
But you want... What about the pinball game?
Yeah, I'm tired too.
Tired of all these stupid people in this village? Should have killed them years ago. I mean, sent them to the happy cornfield.
Oh, Freddie.
She's lost her mind. She's talking to the plants.
What were you and my mother talking about at the bowling alley?
Think about baseball.
It was something about Audrey, wasn't it? You better tell me.
Tell me. Think it.
This is when your grandpa and I went to New York.
Ooh.
You should...
Could you bring all of that back, Audrey?
Why did Daddy get rid of cars?
And those tall buildings and all the people.
But what reason?
Well, because they annoyed him. Or
He's kind of a psychopath, you know? But in a good way. It's a real good way.
your grandpa gave that watch to me on our 2nd anniversary.
Did Daddy get rid of them too?
One day, he was late for supper.
Can't be late if there's no time.
That was the end of watches.
Exactly. She's so wholesome. Oh, did she make a watch reappear? Oh, she's got the gift of remaking things. To New York.
You can bring things back.
Mom? Audrey?
Maybe we shouldn't tell Daddy. It might...
Yeah. Can you bring everybody back from the cornfield too?
People have been keeping secrets
That's crazy.
about
What?
my daughter.
What?
Don't hurt her!
I'm not gonna hurt her. I got an idea.
Yeah.
Let me see you send something away.
Like what?
Like Grandma.
That photo album.
But her memories.
It's okay if Audrey sends away your photo album, isn't it?
Of course it's okay.
Just photographs. I don't like them. It's not nostalgic or anything. She knows she can bring it back though.
Oh, yeah, that was good, Audrey. That was really good.
It's real good, Audrey.
I'm calling a town meeting.
Bring it back, Audrey. Bring it back.
It's me, my dear. Lorna?
No, she's being fritzed. Like Amy.
She was sneaky, and I don't like sneaky people.
She was a bit of a gossip. I get it.
That Peaksville is filled with sneaky people, and they all have to be punished.
I didn't know anything about anything.
That's why you can be the first person on my list.
Oh my God.
Cynthia, you can be number 2, you can be number 3, and you can be number 4.
I just got here.
Anthony, you can't do this. So if you have
Send
to
me.
send somebody to the cornfield, send me.
Grandma, you're gonna make him mad.
That's not all I'd like to do.
Oh, she's losing it like that dude.
Torture the people of this town.
Here we go.
Everything I loved.
Yeah, this one.
You love me.
Love
Ooh,
you?
ooh.
I curse the day I gave birth to you. You are a bad man. The worst that ever lived.
Mom, I'm warning you.
You're
Careful.
the worst. And if anybody deserves to be in the cornfield, it's you. Audrey, do it. Wish him away.
Oh, don't do it, Audrey. It's your daddy.
Audrey?
Audrey.
What are you waiting for?
You love me, don't you? Oh, someone's sneaking up behind him. Oh, she sent him away. Ah, she's just like her father.
No!
So long, Grandma.
She was thinking mean things about me. They all are.
Oh.
They're all bad, sneaky people.
Ah, she's just like her father. She got rid of everybody.
What have you done?
There's nobody
We
left.
don't need them, Daddy. We don't need anyone.
Well, it's kind of balance, isn't it? There used to be people with powers, people without powers. Now there's just people with powers.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Do you miss the people,
I
Danny?
don't know. Just a little lonely, I guess.
I bet I know it would cheer you up.
What's she doing? Is that an airplane?
Airplane? I brought it all back so you won't be lonely anymore.
Oh, she brought everything back.
You think we could visit New York?
Yeah, a wholesome
New
ending.
York's a big place.
Yeah, and they all better be nice to us, and you know what we'll do to them.
Yeah, cornfield.
I've never been anywhere else but Peaksville.
Yeah, let's go
It'll be
exploring.
fun. You'll see.
It's gonna be a good day.
A real good day.
Real good day.
No lesson to be learned here. No morals to
Oh,
be taught.
same thing Rod said.
And you better do as you're told. Otherwise, you might wind up in that cornfield.
We don't get to see it though. Where's the cornfield? Jesus. So, that was It's Still a Good Life. They did two things in this episode. Actually, this newer Twilight Zone, so much louder with the intro and the outro. Just a lot more impactful, you know? In a bad way, I think, but kind of in a jarring way. But the story itself, it's so good to have a sequel episode to that early one, the one in the 60s. Because I did feel like they kind of left it at a loose end. This, they wrapped up. So the two things they did in this episode, well, okay, they did a lot of things. The stuff I really liked was everything that tied into that first episode. The repeated phrases, the same sort of set, the look of the set, and all the references to the old episode, bringing back the same cast members. The daughter, Anthony's daughter, is actually the actor's daughter in real life. She was amazing as well. I really liked her acting, and I really enjoyed her character. And you think it's going to be, she's the wholesome one, she's going to bring everything back, she's going to be the light to counter his darkness, and that's what the townsfolk think as well. That's what his mother thinks, that's what the grandmother thinks. But then they twist it at the end, the second to end, where she's just as bad as her father. She's like, oh, you're thinking bad thoughts about me? You're thinking about, oh, I'm going to send you all to the cornfield. And it's so quickly, the townsfolk people's minds can switch. They might think she's a glimmer of hope, but then when she does one thing bad, they're all thinking, oh shit, she's evil, kill her, you know? And that once that happens, they're done for. But then, because she loves her father so much, she brings everybody back. So, her dad didn't have that power, but she does. So it's kind of a wholesome ending. They had the nasty ending with like just a tiny bit of the episode left to go. And then they gave us a really sort of a funny ending, a nice sort of feeling ending. It was like, sure, these two psychopaths are still alive. They're going out into the world, wreaking terror, but the whole world is back. So, there you go. Nice little way to end the story. There's a lot of episodes of the Twilight Zone that I felt could do with, could we follow up on that? I'm glad this one got a follow-up. And I was happy with how it turned out. So, little bonus this week. It's Still a Good Life. What it should be called is, the first one is A Good Life. The second one should be called It's a Real Good Life, because that's the repeated phrase. You say something, and then you add real to it. That was the cadence of the first episode, and they even brought it into this one as well. But It's Still a Good Life is still a good title. So, all in all, great. If the comments get blocked on YouTube, I apologize. It's just because of the daughter. They picked up her voice. But if they don't, they don't. Thank you for joining me for this brief glimpse into the future. I'll be bringing you the next episode, which was, what was it on YouTube? 3239. Dead Side Revisited. At some point, maybe this week as well. Until I next see you, it'll be the past for me, but it'll be your future. Have a good week. Have a good day. See you next time.